So, I mean, there's not a lot to say about this one. It was just an old-fashioned butt kicking. Just physically got manhandled on the glass to give up 29 second chance points. I mean, they only scored 68. Our first shot defense was actually really good, but almost half their points come from putbacks. Some of the threes they got were off of offensive rebounds and kickouts, led to some and ones in the second half, and just physically did not compete at a level that gives you a chance in a game like this. So we're really disappointed in the performance. I mean, we looked like a really soft, poorly coached team tonight, and so obviously we've got to find a way to compete better. And the one thing with this group that we've done a good job of, we have not started games well lately, but there's been a response in the game, and it didn't seem like that was the case tonight. So I think one of the things that's really hurting us is we haven't had enough practice time where we need to compete at the level that we need to because of the 3 games in 7 days coming right out of the break, and then the travel. And so we need a little bit of time to get back in the gym and compete the way that we need to in order to be our best. But give Oakland credit. I thought Campy's team played great. I thought his 2 bigs were fantastic. His 2 guys by themselves dominated and outscored and rebounded by far the 4 guys that we played. And so that really was a difference in the game. Yeah, I mean, Trey has been at a Player of the Year level to this point, right? And so, I think he's allowed not playing at that type of level one night. I think again the challenge, as was with our whole team, not the response during the game, the way they were guarding. One of the things that I think Greg does a great job of with his defense is, they'll really change it up game to game to try to take out the other team's best player. Last year they would face guard Quez and try to not even let him get the ball and play everybody else differently. Tonight every time Trey caught the ball, he had 2 people. Every time he put the ball on the floor, they were coming from it and never really seemed to adjust to having to be a playmaker in there, which we thought was a strength for us coming into the game because LJ and Trey can get in there and make those kind of plays and go finish, but also find people, and just didn't do a good job of it tonight. Yeah, I mean, he's a veteran that played like a guy that's been in a bunch of big games, which he has been. And again, some of the shots he makes are really tough. He's a tough shot taker and maker at times. I think, we gave him one early. I think it was off an offensive rebound and a kick out. That was a little too easy. We gave him one that was too deep where we just let him step right into it. But, again, give that kid credit for stepping in and making shots. He's a really good player. I mean, the glass issue is so glaring that I don't think any one individual or anything they did in particular was the issue on either end. Just, we got dominated on the glass. I mean, 29 second chance points. You have no shot. It wouldn't have mattered what you did offensively. You give up 29 second chance points, it's going to be really hard to win. Yeah, I think part of it's the practice. Like I said, I think part of it is quite honestly, and I'm probably honest to fault up here, right? I don't give a lot of coach speak. I think we've got to grow up a little bit, right? I think we've got really good guys that work really hard, but when the lights come on, you got to be able to compete at a high level, and you got to be able to adjust during the game and how the game is going, not just from a basketball standpoint, but a competitive standpoint. And we're not doing that right now, and so that's my responsibility. We got to find a way to get them to do that better, not just from the start. But again, the more disappointing thing to me is we have responded well in games when we haven't started like we want to, and there was none tonight.